MoonDaze TV 6. 6 sick sex. Try and say that 6 times very fast. I dare you, I dare you. Okay? And I have to introduce people who are here. Actually, I would love if people would just introduce themselves. Who are we talking about here? There's me, and there's who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Yeah, you can give me the camera, baby. Yeah, I'll take over. This one. Who are you?
George.
George. George who?
Jorge Briceno.
Okay. Hello, darling. And who is this?
Alain Jackinsky.
Alain Jackinsky. Do you pronounce it Alain, even in English, or
Alain.
do you prefer that? Alain?
Yeah.
You prefer Alain?
English, Alain.
Okay.
Well, obviously you didn't ask me that.
Who is this over there? Filming?
It's me again.
My co-host at MoonDaze TV.
I'm always there.
Yeah, I know. He's indispensable at this point. Yeah, I love you. And we are tackling a subject that is really difficult today, isn't it? It's a hard subject. It's something that's controversial. It's politically not correct, isn't it? I mean, it's really, yeah, it's even legally, right? Am I right, guys? It's just something that's, you know, and George has a huge project, a very important one, and he wanted me to ask him specific questions, which I'm gonna do right now. I have a script, so if I mess up, George, you're gonna tell me, right?
I will.
So what is the purpose of your project?
Promote safe sex and encourage people to get informed. Mostly encourage people to get informed about having protected sex or having non-protected sex. I think everyone should be respected in their own decisions, so I think it's important for people just to acknowledge the facts and to get informed. That's all.
And do you think these images will promote xerophobia?
I hope not. I personally am against xerophobia, and I hope none of what I'm doing will promote any kind of phobia for that matter. Nothing. No.
Do you think these series of images will promote? No, I did that one already. Okay, I'm not used to scripts, I'm sorry. Have you ever encountered people who think differently than you? People who believe in non-protected sex?
Of course, yes I have.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what do you think about those people?
Well, if I want to have the respect for other people, for my ideas and for the things that I believe in, I need to give that respect back to those people who think differently than I do. So I don't judge anyone, and I just need to display something I believe in. I couldn't be doing otherwise. So.
And why these images, and who inspired them?
There was a situation between two friends of mine that occurred this year, at the beginning of this year, and they told me the stories, and I was, as I was flying to Berlin in August, I came up with these images on the airplane. Yeah.
And were you coached by other people?
I had to ask for advice. I don't know anything on the topic. I just knew that I had the need to transmit a message. And yes, of course, I went to ask HIV positive people, HIV negative people who have done campaigns before.
I think we need to talk about a bit more about this campaign, because I don't think people know what it is exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what it is exactly.
I mean, you know, we know what the topic is, but we don't know what is your media and where you want to do it, and how you want to promote that.
What I'm trying to do is, well, first of all, this is inspired by a true story, right? That occurred to two people that I know. Second of all, I just thought as I was flying to Europe that I had to do something, somehow. And all I've known is how to transmit messages through images. And I had to just capture images that were in my head at first. So I came up with this idea, which at some point I don't really want to talk about the outcome of this project because nothing is sure yet. So I'm just working on it right now. I just need to capture the 14 images that were in my head at first, and I'm gonna continue on at the second stage.
So the project is about capturing your ideas on pictures, on images.
Right now, so I could negotiate with certain people I've spoken already in Europe and in the United States to publish these images.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the goal is to publish the pictures.
The goal is to transmit a message somehow. Okay.
By publishing pictures.
Yeah.
Through magazines. Yeah. So certain people who work in certain magazines in Europe and the United States are interested. I just need to capture these images. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, and I think we're here tonight for one of these pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one released already? That's important to say. Is there one released?
There
I haven't seen it.
Some pictures. I've posted some pictures on Facebook already, and the very first image that I captured was in Germany with German performer Logan McRae. I spoke to him about this project, and he agreed to give me that picture that I wanted. And however, I just didn't know. I didn't have a direction. I didn't have a way to canalize all these images that I had already on sketches on pieces of paper that I took from.
You drew them on paper
As I was flying, I asked.
You had a very specific idea there.
I asked the air hostess on the airplane to give me pen and paper, and I started drawing sketches.
Yeah.
However, I don't have any artistic talent, so I had to.
You don't?
I don't have.
You think you don't, but maybe you don't have the artistic talent of drawing.
I cannot sing. I cannot draw. I cannot.
He cannot sing. He said it on MoonDaze TV. He cannot sing. You think you cannot sing, but
I cannot
you
sing at all.
Well, the things you can do, we cannot tell on TV. So.
Oh,
Not at all. Even there, I don't even have a
go.
talent myself.
Censorship. There we go. But
So,
I wanted
Maybe your best talent is how to surround yourself.
Yeah,
with the right people. How to surround yourself with the right person.
Maybe.
That's a big
That's a great talent. I think.
Maybe. Well, I don't think so, Mario. You're not a good example for.
Am I?
Of course not.
Oh, okay. I'm a good example, and he's not.
I think that
You heard it.
I caught it on camera.
Is it your first time on camera? I mean, shooting the camera?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, okay. You don't know what
first.
you're doing. Is that it?
Not really. I know I have to capture the guy who's talking, and like I'm following him.
And
a
you know
little
you
bit.
captured while you're capturing other people. Isn't that fantastic?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
let's
being
go. Let's go.
filmed,
Come with me. Okay, ciao.
Bye.
What do you mean, ciao, bye?
Well, we have
I'm
to
gonna
switch-
follow
We're gonna have fun together, just like filming each other,
No, but I want to talk to you about.
I want a beer. Can I have one?
Yes. I want.
Thank you so much.
I want one too. I think I'll get one.
Have yours.
Did you have enough, George? I do. Yeah, you do. Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome in my kitchen.
Dumb question. Okay. You have a
Don't
beer
promote
from MoonDaze
the
TV.
label.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I can't show it. Well, I'll blur it out. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can do what we want on MoonDaze TV because you know what? We don't make money off of it. So it's not yet anyway. So right now we can do what we want. We can say what we
That's
want.
true.
There's certain words we can't say. The F word. I'm not gonna erase it again. Don't. Don't do
Greg, I
this
got
to
the
me,
message,
George.
okay.
Don't do this to me, please.
I did that a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back to the subject.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
We'll have 10
no, but
minutes
I
left.
wanted to talk to you about the serophobia thing because it's true nowadays that when someone took the medication back then, you could actually see in their face that it was HIV positive. But now you can't. Isn't that interesting? They look like everybody else.
I just think that is very sad that society still is hooked on so much prejudice and society in general are too ignorant to understand that we're all humans, we all have issues, and we can overcome a lot of things.
Yes.
And people who are living with HIV should not be treated differently than anybody else ever.
I know.
Ever.
But in a way, you were talking to me about the race thing. Being black, being Jew, being Chinese. that shows up in the face, but the actual thing is that it doesn't show up when you are HIV positive. So in a way, it's like it's the same thing. It's racism, bigotry. It's all very bad.
I think it all leads to ignorance. First of all,
yes,
I don't think anybody.
It's fear.
I don't think anybody could speak better about how bad how horrible they felt when they walked through the back door of a hotel in 1950 in the United States because they were black.
Yes.
And they had to sit in the back of a bus.
People. They couldn't get into a club because
you need to have the feeling, you need to feel it, you need to ask a black person. If you want to know how Latinos feel about when they read a sign in a restaurant in Los Angeles, dogs and Mexicans are not allowed.
Dogs and Mexicans? Is there really a sign like that?
It has existed for many years in the United States or in many places on earth. I mean, HIV positive people who are overweight, people who are, the standard of beauty is what? Blonde, blue eye, or this and that. I mean,
the standard of beauty is Alain Jackinsky, right?
Anything else is ethnic. So,
who's that?
Gay people, with all these judges sometimes, gay people, at some point in their life. So, I think it's important.
Bisexual, transsexual, everyone has their quirks, their thing that makes them different.
I think people should do whatever they want to do. And if somebody doesn't like it, they have the right to look elsewhere instead of criticizing somebody else.
Yeah.
If you're HIV positive, if you are black, if you're overweight, if you're Latino, if you're this, if you're that, you know what? Just live your life and ignore whatever is somebody saying to you because it's not right.
Which brings us to something even more controversial. It's the use of the condom, which sometimes people choose not to use it. The bareback thing. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Bareback,
Yes, and it exists. It is something that is there.
I have friends. I have friends who think differently than me.
Yes, of course.
I have friends.
I think we all have a different opinion, right?
I think
yes.
Yes.
And you know what?
You? Yes. 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 Say it. Come on. You don't agree with us on everything, do you?
Well, yeah, so far, yeah.
You love beer, I know that, but other than that, and you make great pictures, by the way.
It's a little hard for me to say because I've been in a relationship for 12 years, so.
Oh, that's a different outlook on it.
So I mean, for me, wearing a condom with my boyfriend, of course, it's out of the question.
I know,
but
you're in a committed relationship, but you're in the minority. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're a lucky one. We all want a relationship that's gonna last for 12 years.
I don't.
I haven't had one. You don't?
I don't.
You don't want that?
No, I don't.
I do, please. No,
I really don't.
You know what I mean? Like we all.
No, I don't know what you mean.
No, you don't. You don't dream of falling in love and finding the right person for you.
No. I've
Am I
been to
the only
Disneyland once in my
What about you, Mario?
yeah, but it depends what kind of person you want. If you're talking about freedom or whatever, maybe you can find a guy that will give you that.
Yeah.
Freedom in what sense?
In any sense.
Job-wise,
sex-wise, whatever.
Like you have an open relationship? You don't.
It's not open, but it's not a thing. It's not like if I have sex with somebody else.
It's not open, but it's not closed.
Yeah, kind of. It's not like if I have sex with somebody else, if we're in a rough patch or something, it doesn't mean that it'll automatically end because of that, And
yes.
I think you come to, especially.
You want to try the camera, George? Try and film him.
Well, of course I will.
You have to film us together because I think he's very cute. He's very talented.
Alain Jackinsky is not cute at all.
Clubs, for years, right? We know each other for years.
Seen it too.
Yeah, but we haven't spoken to each other except today, the first time ever on MoonDaze TV. And I think you're very talented, and I really think you're a great guy. And you take amazing pictures. Oh God.
That's because of him.
You have an amazing photographer, of course, and you have an amazing friend with an amazing project. And I want to understand more about your implication in his project per se. What do you think of it? I mean,
I find it's a good thing. I mean, I think
when he asked you, how did it happen?
He asked me. Well, he just asked me like that.
Like that.
And I've never really heard about it.
5 minutes left.
I've never heard about a project wanting to promote what he's saying. you see all these commercials or whatever about
Yeah.
people having HIV and the pills and this or
And get tested.
get
you see
tested,
them
and
all
it's always
over the
about
place.
having AIDS.
Yeah.
And I've never really seen a campaign about people who don't necessarily have AIDS and making them aware that maybe, okay, now you don't have it, but maybe in the future you can
You
have
could
it.
have it.
You could have it, and what are
Only
you
takes
doing?
one time, people.
What do you
One
want?
time.
And you know, not making it look as pretty as it could be, because I mean, yes, you can live now with HIVs and everything. But I mean, if you can have a choice, maybe you could decide, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a new topic for me. I've never really.
But you heard,
that.
guys, right, about the controversial thing where they had these people want to sign a petition for the porn performers in the straight community to start using condoms because most of them don't. And it's
porn?
going on right now. Yes. They want to
I
force
thought it was
people
illegal
to do
to
porn.
use condoms.
No, it's
Not
not.
use.
No, it's not. Well, I'm not sure actually. You
For
know what?
gays, I mean, in straight porn, you see barebacking up.
All the
Exactly.
Even,
Even-
so
but
in
it-
gay movies, I've always seen.
Is it illegal? Do you know that for a fact? I don't know.
I've heard, I'm not sure.
I
Is it
ignore.
illegal?
I ignore. I don't know the facts, and I don't want to make a mistake when I give an opinion. I don't know. I don't know what's legal or illegal.
No, you don't like Falcon or.
No, not Falcon.
No.
but the
Big studio.
But there's a whole bunch of smaller companies who do just that.
Yeah, but is it
And when you
legal?
go to an adult store, you have walls of porn.
Yeah.
Bareback sex.
What I believe is that those pornographic movies are they say it's bareback.
Yes.
It is. There's
So
something there.
legally
So
feasible. It's not illegal to do it because if it was
illegal,
people
none
would
of
be
these
in trouble
movies
right
would
now.
be in Canada or the United States,
Yeah.
or would be produced for that matter. That's what I
But I'm
think.
not sure about the legal aspect of it. I'm not.
I don't know.
Of course not. I don't know anything about
But
that.
also, it's the whole thing where people. It's such a hot topic because it's affecting us in a healthy way. You know.
But I think, Jorge, your point is it's not about not promoting barebacking. It's more about making the right choice.
Bye bye.
Okay.
It was episode 6.
Thank you very much, everyone. That was very nice.
Thank you. And
Thank
I
you
really
so
believe in
much.
what you're doing. And thank you.
And have fun and play safe.
Thank you for the magic, Mario. I love you.
You're welcome. Merci. Bye bye.